Good morning, everybody. It's the 1st of August 2024. And wow, what a story we have to lead off today's news. The man accused of orchestrating the 9/11 attacks, along with his two co-defendants, have agreed to plead guilty, according to US officials. That has taken a long time to get that to happen.
Well, the question is, why are they doing that now when we all know it's an inside job?
Yeah, by the sounds of it, I think Biden's administration need a win.
Or a diversion of some sort.
Quite possibly, yes.
My first news of the day, a popular streamer, Adin Ross, just announced that he will be doing a live stream with Donald Trump to his millions of young voters on August the 5th, which is next Monday. Adin stated, "I have a stream with President Donald Trump. We've been working on this for 8 weeks."
Slovakian PM Robert Fico has expressed concern that Ukraine's sanctions on Russia's Lukoil will negatively impact Hungary, Slovakia, and Ukraine, while Russia remains largely unaffected. Last month, Kiev imposed stricter sanctions on Lukoil, halting oil transit to Central Europe through Ukraine. Hungary and Slovakia, key consumers of this oil, are expected to bear the brunt of these restrictions.
Undercover officers posing as sex buyers at last week's Comic-Con event in California rescued human trafficking victims, including 16-year-old girl, and made multiple arrests, prosecutors said on Wednesday. As far as I know, I think 14 people got arrested and 10 were rescued.
That's a great win for the side of light, Drew.
Absolutely.
Protests have erupted in central London following unrest in Southport last night, where suspected English Defence League members attacked a local mosque. Demonstrators in London clashed with police chanting, "Save our kids," and "Stop the boats." Flares were thrown at Downing Street and the Winston Churchill statue. Hundreds of protesters defied police restrictions, marching towards Parliament Square with St George's flags. Several were detained after throwing bottles and beer cans at police.
And just adding to that, Paul, because I think it's really effective to actually show everyone this video.
Save our kids! 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 Save our kids!
It's all men. The men are standing up and using their voices, and we need more of this. I was very proud to watch that video.
Also, Drew, there's a breaking point, and I think the British people are at that point that eventually they're not going to be able to stop us from standing up and speaking what's right for our country.
So obviously you stated about Whitehall and the scenes at Downing Street. From Whitechapel, they're also chanting, "Where were you?" in Leeds. As disorder spread to Hartlepool, batons, shields and dogs turned on mostly children and teenagers. Police drafted last night as locals protest outside the Holiday Inn in Newton Heath in Manchester. The Met Police storming through the streets of mostly women and children who are sent fleeing. The locals of Aldershot also last night against illegal immigrants being housed in their town. The British have had enough. You know, it's disgusting scenes from authorities across the country, as Tommy Robinson says.
Yeah, and his new documentary that was released, and the reason why he got arrested on that demonstration day, everybody needs to watch, because there's a lot of truths in there. Councils bought people off. The truth was not told, all to appease mainstream media who painted a narrative of what they wanted. So if you've got time in your day, please go watch that documentary. And if you want to watch that documentary where a lot of truths were told, please go down to the description below this video, and the link is there straight to it, and you can watch it for yourselves and make your own judgment on what really happened in that documentary. Germany is on the verge of a recession after its economy unexpectedly contracted. Gross domestic product fell by 0.1% in the second quarter of this year. Contrary to economists' expectations, of a 0.1% growth. This decline, reported by Germany's statistics body, Destatis, is attributed to drops in the manufacturing and construction sectors, posing a significant challenge for Chancellor Olaf Scholz. If Germany's economy contracts again next quarter, it will officially be in recession, lagging behind its Eurozone counterparts. Meanwhile, the Bank of England is set to vote today on potential rate cuts.
Attorney General Andrew Bailey states, I obtained a court order forcing border Caesar for Kamala Harris and Joe Biden to finish the President Trump's border wall. They decided not to appeal, making our win final. The rest of President Trump's border wall is going up because of this lawsuit.
Microsoft's latest outage was caused by an attempted cyber attack, the company confirmed. On Tuesday, a distributed denial of service, or DDoS attack, targeted Microsoft's Azure cloud platform, causing outages for several apps. Initial efforts to stop the attack inadvertently made the situation worse. This follows a previous major IT disruption caused by a flaw in third-party cybersecurity software. Microsoft is addressing the issue and plans to release a detailed review of the incident soon. The outage affected services like Microsoft Teams and Xbox Live, and also disrupted other sites like NatWest and Oxford United Football Club.
A woman is stabbed 20 times, including twice, while dead. Coroner ruled it to be homicide, then changed it to suicide. This week, the PA Supreme Court announced it will investigate why Attorney General Josh Shapiro upheld the lie.
I have a strange story. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro bizarrely challenged Elon Musk to a cage fight, which the SpaceX founder accepted via X. Who do you think would win? Put your answers down in the comments.
A Secret Service counter-sniper whistleblower has issued a chilling warning in an email, revealing that the agency should brace for another assassination attempt against Donald Trump before November election. The whistleblower also declared that he will not be silenced until 5 high-level supervisors, one down, are either fired or removed from their current positions. He concluded with a damning statement claiming that the Secret Service has been failing for years and top leadership has consistently ignored urgent security concerns. He confessed that he is now deeply ashamed to be a Secret Service agent.
Now, this story is me not saying Nancy Pelosi is insider trading again, okay? I have to state that now. Nancy Pelosi has revealed recent stock trades by her husband, Paul Pelosi. According to a disclosure form filed on July the 30th, Paul, a professional investor, bought 10,000 shares of Nvidia, valued between 1 million and 5 million. And he sold 5,000 shares of Microsoft, also valued between 1 million and 5 million. The trades occurred on July the 26th. Now, anyone who's been following Nancy Pelosi, she is very lucky at making money while sitting in Congress. And that's all I'll say on that one.
A critical blood donation organisation has been hit by a cyber attack, risking the lives of the 43,000 Americans who needed life-saving blood every day. One Blood, a non-profit, serves hundreds of hospitals in the southeastern US, and the attack on its computers could interrupt its services to the facilities. Sources familiar with the situation said the incident is being investigated as a potential ransomware attack.
In the UK, at least 16 nurses have tragically taken their own lives while under investigation by the Nursing and Midwifery Council over the past 5 years. A recent review highlights the NMC's toxic culture and long delays which leave individuals in limbo. Interim CEO Helen Herniman expressed condolences and pledged to learn from ongoing inquests to improve processes. Despite mounting pressure and public calls for change, NMC chaired Sir David Warren confirmed he will remain in his position to ensure stability as the organisation addresses these serious issues. I would just like to say those nurses and midwives and everyone who are the frontline troops of the NHS do such an amazing job. They don't get paid enough for what they do. They deal with all the crap that is thrown at them from the public, and they deserve much better than this. So I hope this is addressed and dealt with very swiftly.
Iran stock markets are in absolute decline following the assassination of Ismail Haniyeh last night.
The UK government has covered nearly £45 billion in losses for the Bank of England over the past year, raising concerns about current monetary policies. A £44.5 billion transfer from the Treasury was necessary due to the central bank's bond buying programme losses. These losses, driven by rising interest rates and gilt devaluation, could total £85 billion over the next decade. Calls for changes to the bank's interest payment system on reserves have been made, but Chancellor Rachel Reeves has resisted, fearing economic disruption. The bank's Monetary Policy Committee will meet Thursday to decide on interest rate adjustments and bond sale updates. That hole is getting deeper and deeper into our finances, and it won't be long before we are in the same mess that the US is in. Or is it all part of the plan, Drew?
Swiss parents who had their children taken from them by the authorities for refusing to give her puberty blockers have lost their court case. Under threat of criminal charges, they are now forced to hand over documents for her legal sex change.
Boeing has appointed aerospace industry veteran Robert Kelly Ortberg as its new CEO, the company announced Wednesday, following an extensive search. Well, unless he's going to make cheap, dangerous planes fast, he's not going to survive that long in that position because those shareholders won't take a pay cut. Amazon has been deemed responsible for dangerous or faulty products sold by third parties on Amazon.com. The US Consumer Product Safety Commission voted unanimously on July the 30th, declaring Amazon a distribution and therefore liable for defective or hazardous products. This ruling affects over 400,000 products, including faulty carbon monoxide detectors and highly flammable children's pajamas. Amazon must now work with the CPSC to notify consumers and remove or recall these products. Despite plans to appeal, Amazon acknowledges the need to improve product safety measures in its marketplace. Over £200,000 of boar's head deli meats have been recalled nationwide due to listeria contamination. The recall includes liverwurst and other ready-to-eat products. The outbreak has led to 30 hospitalizations and 2 deaths. Symptoms of listeria infection include fever, muscle aches and nausea, which can be severe for the elderly, pregnant or immunocompromised individuals. If you have these symptoms or have purchased the affected products, contact Boar's Head at 1-800-352-6277 for more information. 8 police officers from Greater Manchester Police have been suspended over deeply concerning allegations of racial discrimination. GMP's Professional Standards Directorate Head, Detective Chief Superintendent Mike Allen, assured the public of a full investigation. An additional officer has been placed on restricted duties, and GMP has referred itself to the Independent Office for Police Conduct. And my last story of the day, dozens of TikTok employees have been hospitalised after a food poisoning outbreak at ByteDance's Singapore office. Health and food safety officials are investigating the incident, which left 60 people with symptoms of gastroenteritis on Tuesday, and 57 were treated in the hospital. ByteDance is also probing the cause as no food is prepared on site. Third-party caterers supply meals. And that was the news on the 1st of August 2024. Join us on the Insiders Club on a Wednesday and Saturday, where you can ask our guests live the questions that you need answered. And join us on charlieward.com, where all the latest news will be posted as well. Take care, God bless, and have a wonderful day.
Bye bye.